Hello friends, welcome to the fantastic world of stories and why we tell them from Culture Katha. Friends, Pongal, the harvest festival of the Tamils, is around the corner. For the Tamils, Pongal is a 3-day long festival that begins with Bhogi, which according to some oral traditions is associated with the rain god Indra. While Indra is a forgotten deity in most parts of India today, it's interesting how he is still remembered in some parts of Tamil Nadu, where an annual festival is organized to thank him for blessing the farmers with rains that enabled a good harvest. In today's video, I'm going to tell you 3 stories about the festival of Indra and how it was celebrated across the Indian subcontinent, starting from Tamil Nadu in the deep south to Nepal, our Himalayan neighbor up north. So do watch the video till the end to hear all the 3 stories. Okay, let's begin from Tamil Nadu. The festival for Indra, celebrated in Tamil Nadu, has a long history that finds mention in the epic literature of Tamil. The ancient Tamils had classified their geography into 5 different landscapes called Thinais. The Thinais included the agricultural wetlands, the coastal areas, the mountains, the arid regions, and the pastoral lands. Each of these landscapes had a presiding deity. And Indra, not surprisingly, was revered as the deity associated with the Marudam Thinai, or the agricultural wetlands. 2 of the 5 great epic literature composed in Tamil, namely Silappatikaram and its sequel Manimekalai, give us a peek into the celebrations of the festival for Indra called Indra Vizha. The festival was celebrated on the first day of the Tamil month of Chittirai, that begins mid-April. Indra Vizha celebrations in the city of Puhar, the capital of the Cholas, were kicked off by hoisting the flag of Indra, bearing the emblem of the white elephant, on a tall pole installed in the city square. Manimekalai, the sequel to Silappatikaram, tells us the story behind the origin of Indra Vizha celebrations in Tamilagam. According to the story, once sage Agastya approached a Chola king named Todithot Chembian and advised him to commence a festival for Indra which would help bring greater prosperity and abundance to his kingdom. The king agreed to do so and invited Indra, the king of the gods who resided in the heavens, to come down to Puhar and participate in the festival meant to honor him. The story goes that Indra accepted the king's invitation and along with the other gods came down to earth and spent 4 weeks in the city of Puhar, all through the period of the celebrations, and bless the city and its residents. The epic says that Indra Vizha celebrations ensured that the Chola lands were free of hunger, disease, and enemies. Interestingly, in the Adi Parvan of the Mahabharata, we find a story about a similar festival for Indra that also tells us the reason for its origin. According to the story from the Mahabharata, there once lived a king named Vasu Uparichara who ruled over the kingdom of Chedi. One day, the king suddenly decided to give up his kingdom and retire to the forests to perform penance. Unhappy with the king's decision to give up his sovereignty, Indra appeared before him and urged the king to reclaim his throne and to continue fulfilling his duties as king. In order to coax the king to return to his royal duties, Indra offered him a flying chariot made of crystals and a garland made of ever-fresh lotus flowers which would protect the wearer from attack through weapons. So after much such persuasion by Indra, King Vasu agreed to return to his kingdom and resume his royal duties. Pleased with him, Indra gave the king all that he promised and also a bamboo pole that would protect the virtuous. King Vasu accepted the pole from Indra, installed it in his kingdom and started to worship it as Indra himself. According to the Mahabharata, from that day, kings who followed King Vasu have celebrated the annual festival of Indra by installing a pole in the city center of their kingdom. The pole was decorated with garlands and ornaments and was worshipped as personification of Indra himself. Whichever kingdom the festival was celebrated in, Indra blessed it with prosperity and victory against its enemies. Apart from narrating the story, the epic also makes frequent references to the flagpole of Indra, hinting at the popularity of the festival in ancient times. Incidentally, this story of King Vasu is also told in Silappatikaram with some variations. Now, what is interesting is that the festival of Indra is also celebrated in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, by both Hindus and Buddhists. Of course, here the festival called Indra Jatra is a later day import and is traced to a king who ruled Kathmandu probably in the 10th century. Indra Jatra is celebrated in the Hindu month of Bhadrapada that falls between August and September and expresses gratitude to Indra for all the rains he has showered. There is an interesting legend behind the celebration of Indra Jatra in Kathmandu. The story goes that once when Indra was visiting the earth, he happened to see some beautiful parijata flowers in Kathmandu. When he tried to take the flowers back with him to his abode, he was caught by the local people who mistook him for a thief and tied him to a pole with his hands outstretched. When Indra's mother realized that her son had not returned home to the heavens, she came looking for him and found him tied to a pole like a common thief. Seeing her, the Nepali people realized that the thief was none other than Indra himself and set him free. It is believed that as a mark of gratitude for releasing her son, Indra's mother promised to send fog or mist every year to moisten the fields of the farmers growing winter crops. In memory of this event, when Indra was tied down to a pole, a ceremonial pole made from a special tree trunk is erected every year, marking the beginning of Indra Jatra celebrations in the Darbar Square of Kathmandu. On the mast of the pole flutters the red flag of Indra. Till the time monarchy ended in Nepal, this festival enjoyed royal patronage, with the king being a keen participant in the festivities, much like the kings of ancient Tamilagam, who had also turned the Indra Vizha into a state-sponsored festival. Friends, there may have been some differences in the manner and time of the year the festival was celebrated in the southern and northern parts of the Indian subcontinent. But these differences are minor, whereas the similarities are starker. These stories and traditions don't just reiterate Indra's status as the god of rains and fertility, but also underline his deep association with kingship. So friends, hope you enjoyed listening to today's stories about the festival of Indra. If you did, please do take the time to like the video and share it with your friends and family. Look forward to meeting you all soon with some more such interesting stories. Till we meet again, it's Tata Bye, take care, and here's wishing a very happy Pongal and a sweet Shankaranti to you all.